Hello everybody, DJ Neeks here, and welcome back to my A through Z playthrough for 2017, which I anticipate will also go into 2018. I don't know how often I'll be going through, because this is a big roster now. All the way from Abathur all the way down to Zul'jin, and today we're going to be playing as Alarak, my very favorite High Lord of the Tal'Darim from StarCraft 2, who is also considered right now to be one of the more difficult characters to play in the game, but also one of the strongest characters to play in the game when you are able to play him well, because man, when he is played well, he can just be a nightmare to deal with. He went through an extensive rework, over the past year, which was surprising considering that he hadn't been in the game for that long. He came out, I believe it was at some point last year, during the big event that introduced the StarCraft maps, Brax's Holdout, and Warhead Junction. And, he was pretty good before, but the rework seemed to make him much more rewarding for higher skilled players. If you are able to pull off some of these quest talents, being able to increase your sadism, which is the trait you have to give you more ability damage and self-healing. And he can be just a force to be reckoned with in the right hands. And we're going to be checking him out today. See, even he says, finally.
New traits detected.
Alright.
My decree.
Let's get to work on getting these loot boxes. Loot boxes everywhere. Woo! Whee! So many loot boxes!
Legendary.
Onward. 10 seconds remain.
And we found the golden one. Alright, so we find ourselves on the Towers of Doom. The friendly team, Arthas, Chromie, Zagara, Alarak, and Tyrande versus Anub'arak, Jaina, Sylvanas, Illidan, and Medivh. This team is going to be annoying to deal with and try to land my abilities on. Alright, so we are going to be going with Extended Lightning. This is one of those quest talents that I mentioned in the intro. But I was able to get a charge for it right there. Alright, so for those of you who may not have seen Alarak before, I kind of didn't really do this. Sometimes when I'm trying to focus on playing, I forget to actually talk about the character. It's going to take me some getting used. This is the first time I'm doing this, so doing a series like this, so it's going to take me some getting used to make sure that I can pull it off. I'm going to struggle a bit early on here against the likes of Jaina and Illidan. Gonna go Sippy Cup. I don't have the range to deal with her right now. This is going to be very annoying. Just keep on poking me.
Only because I will it. Vengeance is mine.
Ah! Alright. But I can just kind of poke her with my Lightning Surge to be able to work on that quest talent if I wanted. And there's the Sylvanas. Would be very annoying. And I'm probably dead. Nope, never mind.
More pressing affairs.
Of course, no one on my team is noticing this at all.
The choice is clear.
That's mainly because the objective came up.
Are ready. Capture them, heroes, and be quick about it.
We've already lost the bottom lane.
The Raven.
I can tell this may not go well. But, alright, so
Meet your doom.
Alarak has a silence as his Q.
Awaits them.
Alright, Chaos Range is what we're going to be going with at level 4. Wow, that Tyrande stun was pretty awesome. Oh, the Chromie is so close. They're so close. There we go.
This time.
So, yeah, Alarak has Discord Strike as his Q, which is a silence. His W is a area of, I guess, moving and, you know, people on, you know, like moving an enemy from one side to the other. His E, Lightning Surge, is a straight up just skill, you know, just hits a target, but it can provide some healing and self-sustain for him.
So goes the chain of ascension.
The talents I went with are like supposed to be like those unique talents I talked about earlier. Gotta watch out. They could be right there. Sylvanas at least is.
The choice is clear.
Things don't seem to be going all that well. Let's see if I can go over here trying to help out a bit. Oh, that Medivh unstopped, you know, protected is going to be very difficult to deal with.
My decrees are absolute.
But the level 1 here is that it reduces my sadism at first, but if I'm able to hit people with the center of my Lightning Surge, it increases the damage and increases the slow.
Predictable, yet
Level
effective.
4, if I'm able to constantly just hit them with the Q, you'll see it increases the damage a lot and just makes it really strong.
Choose a talent.
Alright, let's see here. It can be a bit of a wave clear, but you don't necessarily want to use it on minions. You want to save it for using it against enemies, because Alarak is considered one of those combo heroes, utilizing his talents in a combo fashion to just, you know, just wreck his enemies.
Is clear.
Let's see here. We're gonna go with hindered motion to add a slow. Fortunately, I'm just not hitting them though in this game
Lay claim to the
at
altars.
all.
Do not disappoint me.
And there is the
The
Sylvanas.
choice is clear.
And I'm hoping for some team help, but I may not get it. They are all battling the mid. I can't get this if no one helps me. There's the Chromie. There we go. There we go. Thank you, Chromie. That's what I was hoping for. Well, we got the Anubrak, but man, this Jaina. And now this Medivh. Illidan's over there, getting the objective. We're split, and they're just making us pay for it.
Disagreeable.
Oh gosh, we have one of those Zagaras that's already calling GG.
Onward.
Alright.
Wait. Wasn't that supposed to be the tough one?
It's not GG. Can... We can do it.
Predictable, yet effective.
Choose a talent.
Alright, we're gonna go with Counter Strike at level 10. This is a really strong ult, which provides a protected and unstoppable, and is able to provide a way to be able to completely counter certain abilities. Like that. Now, if I hit it right, it would have been able to just deflect that damage back.
Not prepared.
I should have freed my Arthas teammate and then focused on the Jaina, but I saw the low health and I just got carried away. And there's the Illidan with the Hunt. Even when we are under our fort, that is very annoying.
is rather disagreeable. Do not fail me again.
But, yeah, some of these talents for Alarak in the late game, ideally, he's supposed to be considered like a very strong wombo combo hero if you're able to pull off all these combo attacks. You know, rewarding very high skilled players. And sometimes you can get lucky and be able to pull off the part that says if you hit this many people at the same time, then you get all the rewards. Which is pretty cool. A pretty cool concept. Like, rewarding those who are able to really land those well. Being able to give them those kinds of bonuses early on for being really good at that.
Capture the altars, and we shall deal the Raven Lord my grievous blow.
And he hit me in the cocoon. That's just great. I manipulated him back into the Dragon's Breath. And that's one of the cool things about Alarak, is being able to do something like that and actually, you know, actually somewhat help your teammates, which is pretty awesome.
So good.
Especially with someone like Chromie, where her abilities rely on enemies' placements, and this Sylvanas is really trying to mess with us. Ah, I completely missed that. Ugh. Alright, so there's a number of things you can do here with your trait at level 13. If you have someone like a Murky who can be able to... great. Alright, I better drink the sippy cup, since I'm low on health. But I am actually going to go with Blade of...
So good.
Actually, yeah, I'm gonna go with Blade of the High Lord. I thought about going with the allied deaths because we have been dying a bit here. Yeah, we are not doing that well right now. Jaina, Illidan, and Sylvanas. With our team being all split. Yeah, with our Zagara calling GG and just doing her own thing. Yeah. Huh. I wasn't quite aware of that either.
My vengeance will be denied no longer.
By the way, this is my least favorite map in the game. I can't stand this map.
As I desire. My blade.
Go! Do not let the altars fall into the Raven Lord's
See, our Zagara's in the top lane, pushing. Oh, but did bring that, or did use the Nidus in order to get to where we are.
Victory
So.
I have won here.
Ah.
So fuck around. Only because I will.
There we go. Use that to get, I'm in the cocoon, though. That's Sylvanas. Get her. Nice.
Your name is stricken from memory. None shall usurp me. Fine.
I kind of mistimed that. I should have timed it where it was going to be right as the blizzard was going to hit me. I still need to practice with Alarak, as you can tell. But, you can tell that the whole combo focus is, let's see here. What do I want to get here? Attacks for 4 seconds. Refresh the duration. I haven't been hitting that many of these.
Heroes, I have opened a tunnel near our core
Reduce
that leads to
the
the battleground
cooldown of my basic
center.
abilities.
You swell.
Oh, my heroes shall have this gift as well.
Actually, I'm gonna go with Mocking Strikes. Hoping that I can be able to do that against heroes when they are feeling or in that state. Now that just came up, and I'm worried that the Sylvanas or Illidan or whoever is going to come over here, especially with the Medivh scouting over here for their team. See,
The choice is
yeah, that
clear.
Medivh sees me. Alright, you still died. Excellent.
You fight with such passion.
I agree with this. You've served your High Lord well enough.
Ah,
Dead. But aren't we all?
six deaths. Yeah, this is not one of my better Alarak games. It's actually even in terms of the objective. 24-24, 16-15, and deaths.
Belong to those who claim them. That means you. One of our towers.
Little
has been
surprising, but
snatched
then again,
away.
we do have Tyrande and Chromie who can help pack quite a punch. And Zagara, well, Zagara's being Zagara, I guess.
Is mine. Brave keeper.
But see, right now they got that, and then they got 2 of those.
The Raven
So now, yeah.
suffer.
Unfortunately, I haven't been able to do that well in terms of hitting my my abilities here to try and fulfill those quests to show you guys how strong Alarak can be. So don't take how I'm performing in this game as like the end-all be-all in terms of how. There we go. Ah. See, we're somewhat doing well here in team fights, but
Death is at my command.
this is going to be a weird game. But this is how it usually is on Towers of Doom. It's always weird games on Towers of Doom. We did take that back. I actually have almost finished this part of the quest. Or at least this initial quest, but as I mentioned, there's multiple parts here, such as if you hit 2 heroes with a single strike, then you increase his damage even more by 50. And if you hit it by 3, then you get a 80 damage bonus, plus you instantly gain all the other rewards, as opposed to having to hit 15. Same thing applies to this one. That you increase your sadism again, and you get all other damage and slow rewards. So, in the hands of some players who are able to do some really great things, he is just a force to be reckoned with. Now, I obviously need to work on my Alarak game, but then again, this has been a comp that I knew I was going to struggle against. Mobility and slows like Illidan, Jaina, Sylvanas, of course, a big problem, along with a Nubrak, and of course that Medivh with those protections. I'm going to go with Deadly Charge here at level 20. I understand how strong Last Laugh can be, but I am not the player to pull that off.
Capture the altars quickly, heroes.
Oh, I pushed the wrong button. Ah. Sometimes I forget that when I pick a Deadly Charge at 20, it's actually my D button instead of my R button. I saw that messed me up. Yeah, I kind of thought that it might go this way. I mean, you see that we're slightly ahead of them on XP, but we're losing the fights and the objective. I've died 8 times. I've had a pretty bad showing as Alarak here. But, you know, as I said, this is not about winning or losing. I haven't really talked that much about Alarak, other than that's kind of how he is. It used to be that you would pick up talents that would enhance some of these. Like, you would make Discord Strike wider and bigger to be able to try and hit them more often. And Blizzard went, you know what, everybody's picking that, so why don't we just put that in the kit and just open it up for more options. So he was one of the first characters that they actually introduced this idea of, let's take talents that are part of it is a talent tree and just add them to his base kit. And I gotta go down here and stop this, even though my team is pushing there. But you can see here, look at this. 2 camps are pushing our keep here, and my team is just ignoring them. And there's our
The choice.
Zagara player once again.
The altars will be ours.
So goes the train of ascension.
So I gotta go back and heal up so we can fight for this objective, because even though 2 of our people are dead, this is not a good situation for us to be in right
The
now.
altars belong to those who claim them.
I agree. But if they shall.
This realm is mine, Grave Keeper.
I agree with your decision. I've known much better healers.
Okay.
Wait, wasn't that supposed to be different?
Alright, I was able to hit that against the Jaina. Woo! I'm gonna go back and heal. Look at our Chromie with all the time traps.
Ravenlord will not keep me from this realm.
This fort must be destroyed. Only because I will it.
You know, the thing about Towers of Doom, they say, is that it's a map you can always come back from. You can always be able to pull off a comeback, come from behind.
I agree with this decision. Annihilated.
Well done, my ally.
See how this goes here.
Oh, predictable. Yeah.
There we go. Get that damage buff increase against that Anubarak there. Where it silences him and prevents him from being able to burrow away. Gotta be careful here. Look at that. He's waiting there.
The choice is clear.
Our Zagara's trying to get the top fort, which I guess that's fine.
Well done.
There we go. We got that. Ah.
Crystal. Onward.
Man. There we go. Able to get that silence so that she couldn't be able to get away. Use her banshees.
My race breathes blood. As I desire.
Well, good thing the objective's right here, and I'm gonna go grab a sippy cup so we can try and fight for this right here.
Capture the altars, and we shall
Okay,
deal the
up
Raven
to 108
Lord
now,
a grievous
extra
blow.
ability damage.
Oh, predictable yet effective.
Gotta watch out for... Well, no, 3 of them are dead, so... This actually would be a good opportunity
My power.
to get this, as well as get the boss. Alright,
Well done, Alarak.
let's get this here.
Find these mercenaries.
Oh, look at that. Oh, Zagar's working on that.
Oh, they shall suffer.
Alright, so now we should be able to get the middle keep. It looks like we're actually turning this around.
An expected outcome. Find these
We might want to get the boss here.
We hold all
2 of them are dead.
Now the Raven
Oh, we do
Lord
hold all
shall
of them.
suffer. Be careful.
We need Arthas,
They've
though.
lost
He's
the
down there
tower.
pushing.
The choice is clear.
I feel like we missed an opportunity there because our team is split. Our Zagara and Arthas. Arthas is taking on 3 of them right now. I think our Arthas just...
Fine. Tell
needed
the others
Arthas.
the victory I have won here.
This is risky. We can try, but man, having Arthas would have helped.
You've served your High Lord well enough.
This boss does a lot of damage. Oh, I died! No! Oh, that boss is so annoying.
Go! Do not let the altars fall into the Raven Lord's talons.
The good thing is that, well, this can't end the game. They need 5 shots to end the game. This is only going to get them 4 shots. 3 of us are dead. There's no way, just run.
Meet your doom.
It was just 1, and they can't get the boss. We're down to just 1. If we fight together, we can Zag believe. Especially on this map. It's never over
Your
on
High
this
Lord
map.
has returned. As
We still have a
I
shot here.
desire. You can see this hero, yes, and kill them. My blade seeks blood.
Ah, that portal.
Yet effective.
Ah, the Jane actually went back into a bad spot.
An excellent king.
The choice is clear.
Alright, our Zagara's got that. Gotta go up here and help my team. There we go.
My blade
When he's in place, I can take out that Illidan. It's a matter of just getting him to stay in place. What is the issue?
Yes, let the altars rise.
Alright. This is where the game can be won or lost, right here. If we get both of these, we win.
now shall usurp me. Is this the best healing you can do?
Lay claim to the altars. Do not disappoint me.
Let the assault begin.
If we get this, we win.
Predictable yet effective.
gosh, we win.
Feel the hatred of 10,000 years.
No, Illidan. Oh man, we did it. And yeah, oh my gosh.
Our towers assail the Raven Lord.
Good game, team. That maps like that, yeah.
MVP.
Look, I feel that Zag's pain. I've had those burns too. I know what he's referring to. I know where he's been. But even though I don't really like that matches like that can make it very fun. Being able to pull off comebacks like that. Woo! But I hope you can see the potential that the way he scales. The way that he can scale and just become stronger and stronger as the game goes on with those quest talents, being able to have those silences. As, obviously, you need to hit those abilities. You need to hit your Discord strikes and your lightning surges and buff them up. Mainly the Discord strikes, but of course, using your telekinesis to try and get them in position to hit them with those is also a big deal. But I knew that I was going to struggle against this team. I tied 10 times. But this was one of those teams I knew it was going to be a struggle against with the Nubarak's stuns, Jaina's silences, and the roots, Sylvanas, with the mind control, Illidan. This was just a really difficult team to play against was Alarak. But, with this, that was a crazy game, 37-28. We actually pulled that off. Man, that was amazing. But that's one of the things about Towers of Doom is that you can always pull off comebacks like that. I have seen the comebacks on that map that have happened, and it has been absolutely insane what can happen on that map. So the build I went with today: extended lightning, chaos reigns, hindered motion, though that's a flexible tier there as well. There's a number of, the other ones are also good. Counter strike, blade of the High Lord, the talent I was referring to, I'll show that in a moment. Mocking strikes, and deadly charge. But at level 7, you could also go with Dissonance if you want to increase the duration of your silence. Applied Force, it does reduce sadism again, but it increases the range and it pushes them even further, which can be very good. At level 13, what I was talking about is the Rite of Rakshir. This is one of those where if you're going against someone that you think you're going to be able to kill a lot, like a Murky, you can be able to have this stack your sadism just so high. But keep in mind that your sadism bonuses do get lost when you die. So it's a very risk-reward thing with this character. Especially with level 20, you also have this thing called Last Laugh, where you can use it like a blink, but you have to hit your abilities, otherwise your health gets reduced to 1. So, like I said, in the hands of some extremely skilled players, he is a monster to deal with. But obviously I need to practice some more with Alarak. But I hope I was able to, make my point to you guys that Alarak is one of those characters that can scale really well. And certain situations against certain characters, if you're able to land your abilities, can be a huge difference maker in fights and matches. And that was Alarak. Up next, we're going to be taking a look at one of the newest heroes to be added, Ana. She was just recently added. And by the way, in case you're wondering, it's not going to go in side by side with my showcase playthrough. If new heroes get added after I pass the letter they are in, you'll see them in my showcase playthrough, and they probably won't get included unless they are further down the line. So we'll be taking a look at Ana next time. Stay tuned.